Since there is a new SpongeBob movie coming out this week, I figured this week I'll be doing all SpongeBob content, including 3 top 7s, a review of the first movie, and a review of the new movie. The top 7s will be my top 7 personal favorite episodes from each of the first 3 seasons, since I barely watched it after the middle of the 4th season. And not for the reason you think. I know a lot of people don't like the newer SpongeBob episodes, but the reason I haven't watched them is because I just did not watch TV during that time. So I might actually watch them and see what I actually think about them. But anyway, this video is about my top 7 favorite episodes from season 1. Starting with number 7, Pizza Delivery. In this episode, the Krusty Krab gets a call about delivering a pizza. Since Mr. Krabs sees the potential in this, he sends off Squidward and SpongeBob to go deliver the pizza. But due to an accident, SpongeBob and Squidward end up in the middle of nowhere, and they have to try to find their way to the customer. One thing I really like about this episode is actually I think it's the first time that Squidward actually stands up for SpongeBob, since the customer didn't want the pizza if he didn't have a drink. Also, the Krusty Krab pizza song that gets me every time. Number 6 is F.U.N, or Fun. Plankton tries befriending SpongeBob to get the Krabby Patty secret formula, and they sing a song together, which is the Fun song, and Plankton almost actually ends up becoming friends with SpongeBob. But during the movie theater scene, Mr. Krabs actually reveals what Plankton's plans were all along. And I like how all of the audience actually reaches into the pocket of the person next to them. Number 5 is Opposite Day. Squidward is trying to sell his house, but he needs SpongeBob and Patrick to not be bothersome. So he tells SpongeBob to act the opposite of the way he usually does. And that ultimately ends up with him acting like Squidward, which all leads up to a misunderstanding when the real estate agent comes, and everyone is Squidward. Number 4 is Walking Small. This is where Plankton teaches SpongeBob to be assertive, so he can clear the beach so he can set up his site for his new restaurant. It's just great how SpongeBob, no matter what he does, he can't be assertive or aggressive. Number 3 is Arg. This is where Mr. Krabs takes SpongeBob and Patrick treasure hunting. But it turns out the map he's using is the map for a board game that they played earlier in the episode. But it turns out it was based on a real map and they actually find the Flying Dutchman's treasure. The best gag from this episode is the heavenly voices that sing, especially with the toy chest. Plastic! Number 2 is SB129. In this episode, Squidward travels to the future because he's locked in the freezer, because he was trying to get away from SpongeBob and Patrick. While in the future, he uses a time machine to go to the past, and turns out there's versions of SpongeBob and Patrick there too. Then he ends up nowhere. And I don't know what it is about cartoons that do this, but I just love cartoons that go into just vast voids. And my number 1 favorite episode from the first season of SpongeBob is Rock Bottom. In this episode, SpongeBob and Patrick accidentally get in the wrong bus and head to Rock Bottom instead of Bikini Bottom. And I love how they go there with the continental drop-off. I think the reason I like this episode so much is because of the giant shift of tone, yet it still retains its humor. And plus, I'm a sucker for anything deep sea. So those are my top 7 favorite episodes of SpongeBob Season 1. These lists may be short because there's not really a lot for me to say about them. And I'm no mysterious Mr. Inner. These glasses fool people, I'm not that insightful. Anyway, like I said, those are my favorites from Season 1. What are your favorites? And I'll see you next time with my top 7 favorites of Season 2. Bye! Thank you to all of my patrons this month. So thank you to Imperius, the Rust Bus, Jory Reynolds, Cadet Redshirt, Tyson, and Raymond Welch. Your support really means a lot, so thank you. And if you want to become a patron, hit that button right there. And if you like SpongeBob, you might like cartoons in general. So if you want to see more videos about cartoons, hit the Cartoon Stuff playlist. And if you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Thank you for watching.